Alrighty, let's do this. So, remember this? I'll start with this because I want us to remember that spinal muscular atrophy mostly affects the muscles that are closest to the spine, okay? And there's a lot that leaves from the spine in terms of muscles, all right? So that is first thing. The other thing I want you to remember is it affects the muscles that are voluntary, the muscles that you literally have to work to move and do something. Involuntary muscles like the digestive system, like the heart, like the diaphragm, those are mostly not affected. I will add though that I do find that in the digestive tract, whether affected or not, most people with spinal muscular atrophy tend to have problems with bloating, slow digestion, so constipation, and regular use of probiotics usually helps with that, okay? But the general science is that it doesn't affect the involuntary muscles like the blood vessels, digestive system, the diaphragm. Those ones are generally not affected, okay? And then the other thing I want to say is that for the better part, not everybody presents the same with spinal muscular atrophy. Even though my son has type 1, other clients or children or people with type 1 might present differently. They will have the same general thing, muscle loss of muscle movement, but the presentation sometimes is very different, which can pose a challenge when it comes to diagnosing it, okay? And then the other thing I want to say is in addition to the challenge of diagnosing, is that the muscles don't all just shut off at once. Usually when you're born, you have some motor neurons that are working, and then because they're not getting the nutrition that they need to stimulate the muscles, you lose muscle function gradually, okay? And so you don't lose everything at once. It just shuts off slowly, all right? Now, how slowly that is depends on, that's why you have graduations, type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. For some people, it's slowly enough for it to start in adulthood. For some people, it's quick enough to be type 0, where it's already in utero. And for type 1, is shortly after they're born, okay? So those are the things I want to say first, alrighty? Now, for type 0,